everybody in this world have a purpose? Are you missing your purpose? Do you just not have a purpose? Why are you even here? What's the point of doing all this? Are you supposed to be finding your purpose? Are we losing at life if we don't find our purpose? What's the real story? I'm gonna give you the steps that I use to figuring out my purpose and being able to now live my dream and live in my purpose every single day. We're gonna talk about it all coming up. What's up, y'all? Stephanie here. And in today's video, we're going to be talking all about purpose. Now, it's a heavy word that kind of gets thrown around a lot, and especially like in religion or in like the spiritual community, it's all about finding your purpose, right? Why are we here? What's the meaning of life? We must find our purpose. Curly from City Slicker says the meaning of life is just one thing.
One thing. Just one thing.
And that's what you got to find out. So, how do we find out what the meaning of life is? What is our purpose? Why are we here? Now, people can give you ideas and theories and what their beliefs are about what life is all about and why we come to this earth and why we come to this planet. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. What I'm here to talk about today is the pressure of having to find a purpose. So the very first thing that I want to make very clear before we get started into any of this is that every single person on this planet has a purpose. Everybody, no one is excluded, from the biggest to the small, from the oldest to the youngest. Every single person that is breathing air on this earth or that has ever breathed air on this earth has a purpose. Now this is where we get tripped up because we thinking it has to be some grand, like phenomenal
cosmic powers.
Just extraordinary act or life or, way of being, or we have to like discover the cure for like all the diseases that have ever plagued the earth, or then we don't have purpose. And so that is just not true. There are, if you want to put it that way, like levels of purpose, but no one's purpose is necessarily like bigger or smaller than the next. Everyone just has a purpose.
We are all connected in the great circle of life.
And it may seem that one role is more important, and it may be a bigger role, but the other pieces of the machinery have to be functioning in order for, things to work. Let's take like a television screen, right? Or TV set, television set, TV. A TV, okay? For a TV to work, there are several components in that television, right? You have, and I don't really know a lot about TVs, but I know you have a screen, right? You have like the outer casing that holds the screen, and then you have whatever like the fancy projector stuff that's back there that like puts the image onto the screen, and then you have like wires and nuts and bolts that kind of hold that stuff together, and then you have the whatever gets the signal from the TV to the satellites to put the cable through you. I don't know, but it has a lot of components to it, right? And some of those components are bigger, some of them are smaller, some of them we see obviously, like the screen and it functioning in that way, and some of them play very, very small roles that seem to be insignificant, but without it, like say the screws that hold the TV to the wall. If we didn't have that, then the television can't function the way that it's supposed to function. So understand that your purpose may seem small or insignificant, but it's not. It's needed and it's necessary for this whole shebang to function properly. Where we get tripped up and where we get trapped is that we put this pressure on ourselves to go, okay, I gotta find my purpose. of course it's something big, because purposes are like big things, and my whole reason for living, and like I have to fulfill my whole reason for living, and what is that big thing that I'm put on this planet to do? And it may not be a big thing, bruh. Like, it literally may be what you do every day. A purpose can be being a barber, cutting hair. Your purpose could very well be being a janitor. Now, you may say, that ain't no purpose. Cutting hair, like cleaning up bathrooms, being a janitor, like, how is that a purpose? Well, we need those people in this world, don't we? We need someone in all of these roles. Like, if there was no one to cut hair, how would we get our hair cut? If there was no one to clean, like, how would we have stuff clean? We need service people. We need people to, work at Walmart. We need people working at fast food restaurants. We need people working customer service. All of these little roles that society has deemed insignificant, they're extremely significant, and they're needed. Like, we need people to garden and tend the fields, and so that we can have food. We need people in certain roles and in certain areas so that this entire world and planet can function to its full capacity. And just because one person's role might seem bigger, or one person's purpose may seem bigger, in the grand scheme of things, that does not make your role insignificant, no matter how small it is. So then how do we know if we have a grand purpose, or if we have a small purpose, or just period? How do we know what our purpose is? Well, the easiest way, in my opinion, and this is what I use to find my purpose, the best advice that I can give if you're looking to find what your purpose is in life, is to always follow your bliss. Follow the things that make your heart feel amazing. Follow the things that you are passionate about, and follow your gifts and your talents. And those will always lead you to your purpose. So, let me explain it a little deeper. What do I mean by this? Think of your natural talents, right? Something that you are just good at, you've always been good at, you just can do it. Like, other people might look at you and say to you, oh my God, like, I don't see how you do that. And for you, it just doesn't make any sense, because you're like, that's just always been easy to me. Think about your gifts, think about your talents, write those down, figure out what those are, my gifts, my talents. And then think about the things that you're extremely passionate about. Something that just, you could literally talk about it for days, hours, weeks, months.
I write my own songs, produce my own songs, and then I'm gonna try an actress, because people tell me how talented.
Talk about something for weeks and months, like, you better be doing it as a career. So, write that down, right? And then think about something that you feel passionate about as far as service, right? Service to others. Because at the end of the day, every single person on this planet is here to serve. We're all here to serve one another, right? So the simplest purpose that you can have is that your purpose is to be of service to other humans.
What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
All right? But if you want to get a little more detailed in that, so think of things that either when it comes to being of service to other people that you do feel passionate about, or that you do have a heart for, that mean a lot to you. And then you can like write that down, and you match all that stuff up, and you put it together, and you see where it all intertwines. So for myself, I'll use myself as an example. I've always had gifts of singing and entertaining and performing, and I've always had a passion for helping people. And so you wrap all that stuff up, you put it all together, and in finding my purpose was to help women. My purpose was, or is, to help women and to help people to overcome their challenges of their lack of confidence, their lack of love, basically the things that I went through and I had to overcome. And I wrapped all that stuff in, and I followed my bliss. I followed the things that made me happy. Did I figure all that out in like one swoop? I definitely did not. I did one thing at a time. And it's a journey in finding your purpose, but your purpose will find you as long as you follow your bliss. And you don't have to worry about, oh my God, why am I here? What is my purpose? Just continue to live your life and do the things and make the decisions that make you happy. And so for myself, I wasn't necessarily trying to find my purpose, but I followed my bliss. I was very passionate about dance, and I love dancing and I love music. And at the time I was like super into fitness. And so that was what made me happy, and that was my bliss at that time, and I followed that. And so I became a fitness instructor. And then in being a fitness instructor, I had these aspirations to, you know what, I want to do this on my own. Like, I don't want to work for someone else. I feel like I can be of service to people in a better way, and I can, follow my own passion more if I just went out and branched out and made my own business of this. And so I followed that bliss and I made my own business. And then I saw the demand of women in there that needed help and that struggled so much with their self-esteem and that struggled so much with just loving themselves and their confidence. And that was my bliss, and that became kind of what I wanted to dedicate my life to. And I said, you know what? This is why I'm here. This is why I'm on this planet. This is my purpose in life. And I found that purpose because I just followed the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
All the way to my purpose. And so for you, that might be cutting hair. I don't know why I'm stuck on barbers right now, but I don't know, that's my thing today. So for you, it can literally, you may have a skill and a talent, you nice with the clippers, right? And you enjoy doing it. It makes you happy. It fulfills you. And you're serving other people, right? You're helping make people feel good about themselves, because everybody feel good about themselves when they got a little fresh haircut or they just got their hair did. Everybody feels amazing. So you're being of service to other people. And if it genuinely makes you happy and you feel passionate about it and you have a talent and a skill for it and you're being of service to others, you are living in your passion and in your purpose. So you don't have to go out looking for something bigger. You're living it. You're doing it. And for some people, it may be something bigger. Some of you might be cutting hair and you hate it. You're only doing it because, maybe you're kind of good at it and you went and got a license for it, but it doesn't set your heart on fire. Like, it doesn't make you feel amazing. So then your purpose is not to be a barber. And if you follow your bliss and you continue along that journey, you will most definitely find it. So that's it. That's all I have for you for this video. Hopefully that helped you. I hope you got some benefit from that. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can stay up to date every time I post something new. And go ahead, feel free to share this video. If it helped you, hit the like button, like. And I don't know what that was. And until the next video, see you when I see you.